They will stab you in your back the whole time. People will be in your face smiling, but the whole time stabbing you in your back consistently. So what do you do with all those knives that you have in your back? You take them and you pick them out and you start stabbing the track. That track is the road to your recovery, to prosperity, healing, and peace. Recognize who you are. You ain't the problem. The problem is the people that want to replace you. They want to wear your skin. They want to wear your clothing. They want your aura. They want your mystique. They want your life. Even though they don't know the troubles that you're going through, they still want it. The whole time they smiling in your face, they stabbing you in the back. The entire time. The entire time. Think about that. The entire time, they stabbing you in your back. Wanting to take your place. Wanting to take your position, whatever that may be. Use the weapons that's formed against you to your advantage. What do people usually do when they fall? They get back up. When you hurt, what do you usually do? You heal. What's the best thing about that? You get to heal others. What is that? A slap in the face to the devil and all his henchmen. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that y'all are relieving your stress. I was stressed today. Little stress, off. The first weight that I picked up at the gym, it's like everything just released. Make sure you're getting good exercise and you're working out. If ever you feel like you're stressed, if ever you feel like you're down, a walk will do wonders. A visit to the gym will do wonders. Believe me, trust me. It'll uplift you mentally. Your day will be better because you have gotten that release of stress or some energy that's probably ain't even yours that's been sent to you. But recognize who you are. You were never the problem. The problem is the people that are not satisfied and don't love their being in their own skin. They want whatever you have. A jealous friend. It doesn't matter who. You are more valuable, and you always was more valuable than people gave you credit for. That's why they insist on competing with you. If you're nothing, then you're nothing to compete with. If everybody insists on trying to compete with you, what does that tell you? You number one without even knowing it. Because you are the picture. You are what they have right there to defeat. They want you. They want you out of there. Don't underestimate your progress, your position in this life. Your worst position can be somebody else's best position. You understand me? Never take what you have for granted. Because there's always somebody out there that wants your spot by any means necessary. Any means necessary. Your gifts, your children, your home, everything. Why do you think they make clones? Why do you think they have clones and replacements? Because there's always somebody that wants to duplicate the original. But the thing is, you can never duplicate. You can never copycat an original. You can't do it the way somebody else can do it. They can't do it the way you do it. So it doesn't matter the effort that they put into it. They're going to fall up short because the original is the original. Copy means to copy something else that is always in existence. You are not the original, which means that the time people are wasting trying to replace and destroy you, they can be building a foundation. They can be starting a business. They can be working out. They can be eating better. Everything that they do, they can be doing to better themselves. But when people are not focused on their own life and they're focused on somebody else's, that adds on stress. You're stressed from not giving yourself the proper love and the proper healing that you are supposed to get. See, that's the thing about trying to control people. When you're trying to control someone, you have no chance to focus on yourself, which means that you are near a death experience by stressing so much about how to puppeteer and dictate another person, wanting someone else's position, when God has put you here for a specific position for you. You have to learn to love what God has you here for. If he doesn't have a specific thing for you, trust me, the thing that he has for you, you're going to love it, and you're going to be great at it, because that's what chosen ones do. Always, somebody out there, people were smiling in your face, but they were stabbing you in the back the entire time. You were a sitting duck in a pond of snakes. But some kind of way, you got out of that pond. God ain't good to me. He's great to me. He should be great. The highest form of complimentary that you could ever give someone is what he deserves, because he's the reason for every season. Every season. Fall through winter. God is the reason why we see it. Our blessings, God is the reason why we see it. Even the people that dislike you and have disdain in their heart for you, you never know. You could actually be helping them too. They hate it, but they got to give it up. And they got to understand that what you are giving them is something that they need. The knowledge and the experience, to move forward in life. So recognize who you are. Yeah, they smiled in your face. They stabbed you in the back. But you still walking. You still standing. You still able to move. You still able to have things. Some people ain't gonna never stop stabbing. But you know what? Sooner or later, the arm they raise up to try to stab you is gonna get caught. And it's gonna get stuck there. And their arm is gonna be paralyzed. They're not gonna be able to move it. Because that's what happens when you are disrupting a plan that God has put in place. So you want to get in front and say, hey, I want to play God now. That is not your role. This is not your movie. Not your script. So y'all just remember. They were smiling in your face, but they were stabbing you in your back the entire time. That's what haters do. And for all you out there who've been through the mud and been through the struggle, and you've been in these toxic relationships, let me explain something to you. There is no chance for the ex. There should be no chance for the ex, especially if you have elevated and you have become one with God and you have cleaned yourself up, your image, and you are doing different things. There is no chance for your ex. Thank him for the transformation and getting you on board with your spirituality, whatever you got going. There's no chance for exes, y'all. There should be no chances for exes. You don't go backwards. You go forward. Because sometimes you go backwards, you get stuck. It's like getting stuck in reverse. You can't go forward no more. So recognize what you've been through, what you came from, and let people know that these are the changes that you have put in place, and they're going to have to abide by these rules. As simple as that. God bless.